Cell 35-1819. And that is not the right one. That is Rebecca Ferguson. Okay.
No, I had his name.
Huh?
He was off there.
Good?
Oh, no, that was off there.
Yeah. Okay, well. Yeah, it's the confirmation of Edge, right? Edge? Ege? Okay, sorry about that. So this is Ege? Okay, we're going to do introductions. So, I'm Jared, and I'm a senator, and yeah, we'll go to you and just go over.
Alright, I'm Ege, and I'm a sophomore, cinematic arts major, German minor. Hopefully, trying to be the coordinator of photography and videography here. So, yeah.
I'm Patrick, I'm a senator.
Well, I am Josue. I'm an FYA first year ambassador.
Hi, I'm Ogola, I'm the first master. She, her pronouns. I'm Robbie, I'm secretary, she, her pronouns.
I'm Yasmin, senator, she, her pronouns.
Candace Martinez, down assistant director for leadership and governance, and I also serve as the SGA advisor, she, her pronouns.
Hi, I'm Genevieve, I work for the retriever, and she, her.
I'm Kai, senator.
Hi, I'm Linda, I'm the executive vice president, and she, her pronouns.
Hi, I'm Sean. I'm a first year ambassador. I use he, his pronouns.
Hi, I'm Brandon. We're on the side of
I'm a Savary, I'm a first ambassador, and I use she and the pronouns.
Hi, I'm Francis. I'm a senator, I use she, her pronouns.
Mary Mobile, Toga, senator, she, her pronouns. Squatto, coordinator of public relations, she.
She, I'm a senator, and she, her pronouns.
Yeah. So that's everyone. So, welcome. And the way it's going to work is, first we're going to ask that you just open it up with like, just a little bit about yourself. I mean, you could basically use a couple of these questions if you want to frame it. You know,
Okay.
like why you want the position, who you are, a little bit about you. Okay. All right. And then senators can have the opportunity to ask you questions. So everybody's going to be able to ask you one question. There's 8 senators here. And then after that, we go into our own discussion, which you won't be able to speak in. Okay. And then we're going to vote, and you need a majority vote for you to be confirmed. Okay. Okay. So, with that, yeah, the floor is yours.
Okay, so hi, I already said I'm Ege. So who am I? I'm an international student here at UMBC. I'm originally from Turkey. I was interested in having this occupation, like the photographer and videographer here, because I feel like as a cinematic arts major, it's my branch, and I feel like I have a better grasp at this particular occupation than I would say other majors. Probably not photography, but pretty much better than other majors. And what else? So I don't have any other job experience here in UMBC because due to I was like an international student, I didn't have the time to start another occupation before. So yeah, basically this is it. And
Thank you. That's fine. But yes, now we're going to go into questions.
Sure.
Okay.
I have a speaker.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate a little bit more?
1 cent is about $100.
I just don't know what.
Brenda would be better for that. But yeah.
So the coordinator of photography and videography works with the Department of Communications, basically to what the job description says for photography, go to different events that SGA has, take photos, and then send them along to Jasmine, who's the social media coordinator, to put them on the website or on social media. For videography, it's pretty similar, just taking videos of events. If you saw the election video we had, that was made by Kyle, who's one of the videography people. So cool things like that.
Cool. All right, so now we're going to go into the question portion. And, we'll get to it in the discussion. But Candace, is he eligible for the position?
Based on grade, based on the eligibility requirements, yes.
Okay, cool. All right, so would anybody like to open this up with questions? Yes?
About two-part question. First part, what software do you use?
What software? Well, I use Photoshop, I use Premiere. That's pretty much it.
What is your process like when it comes to either recording or for photography? Like, what is your, how do you approach the project?
How do I approach it? Well, I took various visual arts classes last semester and started my major classes this year. So I have a lot of experience on how to edit videos to have the best quality, or to make it look more attractive per se. And what I would do when I'm editing would like get the raw footage, and I would color correct it and maybe crop it depending on the type of edit I'm doing. So if I'm doing a more cinematic type of edit, I would use a more cinematic type of crop. I don't have it in my head right now, but yeah. And yeah, I've done stuff like that before for classes, not for actual projects like outside of school, but like, yeah.
What is your turnaround time? From the time that you get the project to when it's all finally cut, edited, yeah.
Yes, that'll be your last follow-up question.
Depending on the project, if it's around a 5-minute project or like a 10 or 5-minute project, I'd say maybe half an hour, or like even less than that. I can probably make it more visually better, like visually attractive, edit and cut out all the parts that are unnecessary. So yeah, I don't think it will take long for me unless I'm doing really articulate editing.
Have you worked on any like projects similar to this job? I know you said you didn't have a previous occupation, but have you done anything similar to like the requirements that are necessary for this?
Sure. I took last semester. I took Visual Concepts 4, which is a class dedicated to teaching like time-based media, basically videos, and it extensively teaches how to like use Premiere basically. And I've done various projects, and I've also done a couple of personal projects. I think I shared it with Colin before I actually sent an email. But yeah, I've done various personal projects and school projects. So yeah.
So with positions, it's important to have like a flexible schedule so that you're available to attend all the SGA sponsored events, etc. So how does that look like with your ability to actually attend the events?
I'm pretty much I can go anytime on Friday and the weekends because I have no classes on Friday, and most of my classes are in Monday, Tuesday, and a Wednesday. So after around like 2:30 on Thursday, I'm completely free until midday on Monday. So I'd say I'm pretty flexible.
Okay, kind of follow.
Yeah.
Are you available on 3 hour also?
Not on Tuesdays. Or when?
Monday, Wednesday, Friday at that's it.
I have to check. I'm sorry.
So I feel like that's another like high volume time for events.
I'm free on Monday and Wednesday for 3 hours, and also Friday, Saturday, Sunday, obviously.
Anybody else? Oh, back.
Yeah, so like what is your, I guess, how do you want to like receive like projects? Like how would you want to be told to go to a thing? That makes any sense. Like, do you have a form that SGA fills out like for your request, or like how does reaching out to you look? If that makes any sense.
So,
To come to an event.
to clarify the question, you're asking me which method of communication do I
Yeah.
prefer?
Wow, that was nice.
Well, I'm pretty much okay with anything: phone, email. With actual videos though, like submissions or stuff like that, I would maybe use Google Drive or Box. I don't know if the SGA uses those.
Google Drive.
Okay, yeah. I'm pretty much, I can use anything that you guys are comfortable with. This way.
How do you pronounce your name?
Again.
Ega?
Yeah.
Do you have like maybe like an example of I'm gonna say like put it out, but give examples like a video project that you felt like very passionate about, you felt like really into it.
Probably the most time I've ever spent on a video project was my BC4 final, which I quite like. It's a documentary about, it's a Cold War documentary, and I researched and edited like archived footage, and then actually filmed a portion of it with my friends, like with costumes and stuff. And that was the most fun I had in a project, and the most I guess would be English fails me sometimes. It would be the most my favorite work per se. I can maybe pull it up if you guys want, but it's on YouTube. I don't know if
So in terms of artistic design, do you feel like you how do you feel like you can bring things to the table? Because I mean, as far as like recording is cool. Like photographing things are cool, right? How would you say you would direct them? And like what? Yeah, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like to paint SGA like the best like possible, or not that. That's not weird, but like, you know, highlight good aspects of us. Yeah.
Alright. I would first of all I would obviously use like the classic rules of photography and scene making, like the rules of rule of thirds, and I would color correct it so it's not overexposed or underexposed. Apart from the basics, I would say I would if I have control of the scene, or like I'm not really sure what of the exact type of projects I will receive at SGA, but I'm guessing it's event recording, so I won't have a lot of control of the scene. So I would just try to capture as much of what I'm shooting as possible. So without actually making the characters too small, like zooming out. So yeah, I would try to focus on what the scene is trying to say to the yeah. And also, can I just add something? Now, I don't have any job experience before this, especially from with cameras and stuff. But my father was a photographer, so I kind of got raised around cameras and stuff. So I'd say I'm pretty I can use the I can use the camera pretty well. I'd say.
I'm
So,
sorry.
yeah.
So, very, but as far as question, I probably called on you in error there because I was trying to do one question per senator. So that was my bad. So that's why I continued. But
Okay.
yeah.
Continue motion.
Oh, wait, I have a question.
We have to do discussion first. Question?
So what challenges do you think might arise if you get offered this position, and how do you plan to overcome those challenges?
Can you clarify the question?
Like, I guess what obstacles do you think you might encounter, like, while you're doing your job, essentially? And how do you plan to, I guess, work through that?
Some obstacles I might face would be, I'd say the majority of the obstacles I assume I'm going to face are going to be because of communication issues. So for example, I might send an email and not get a reply back until it's required, or I might just not maybe, so basically I think most of my obstacles are going to be from communicating with whoever is giving the task. But to overcome that, I would say I would try to be the first one to reach out and ask if something's wrong, or I would try to know ahead of time if something, like if there's a deadline for something and they might be getting late to communicate with me, I would try to remind them beforehand if that's an issue. But I'll try my best to be on time with my emails and stuff. So yeah.
So, all right, Patrick, do you guys have any questions you'd like to ask? No? All right. So we'll move into discussion. Well, actually, final question for you. Do you have anything else that you'd like to add? No. All right. Great. All right. So now we're going to move into discussion. Yes.
This is not specific to his confirmation, but for this specific position, I find it difficult to see if somebody's best suited for this. And I don't know if just because I'm an MCS, but it's hard to try to say yes, you'd be fit for this if we don't have an example of their work that they've done.
Okay.
So yeah, I just find that that's kind of hard because you're trying to create this abstractness, and understanding how he works is good too, but seeing what he has produced, not him specifically, but whatever that person has produced is helpful to be able to best choose if they are best fit for the position.
Okay.
Because it's not as abstract as the other positions that we've confirmed before. Because it's not just about communication. It's not about just good work ethic. You have to see what they have done because it's a visual thing.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you guys want, we can do a vote. Just hand if we want to spend 5 minutes to look at the video.
I have a Google Drive folder already filled up with stuff I made for you guys.
All right. So, real quick, just straw poll. All right. So everybody who'd like to see a video, raise your hand. All right. And everybody who doesn't want to see a video, raise your hand. Okay. All right, Patrick.
I think that is a good point, though. I think that possibly in the future, I think there might be potentially a little bit of room for change in the confirmation process. However, I think that tonight I'm confident in the candidate's ability to perform the job effectively, and I think that this could be a fairly easy vote, just because I think he's given us a lot of proof that I think he could do a good job at this. And I feel confident. So it's a yes for me.
I would like to reiterate that point. I think he already mentioned that cons in his portfolios of column things that he's good enough to serve in whatever. It's past your eyes. As someone in the visual arts department, I think literally anyone who's a part of the cinematic or photography major is already like above and beyond qualified for the position that SGA needs. So I really, besides everything that you've shared, just by virtue of being.
I don't know a lot about photography and videography besides how to get pictures on my phone. I don't think, I agree that that should be an option, but I don't think it's a requirement to see the work.
Okay.
It should be optional and up to the individual senator, because I'm gonna look at that and then it's gonna look nice to me, and I can, like, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference between two people basically. If I had to choose, I wouldn't have been able to really identify, well, what's the difference, what's outstanding, what's not. So I think based off of everything that he's answered, qualifications for the job, a willingness to commit to the job, I'm convinced.
We have 1 minute until we hit 20 minutes. So, but also just remember, we can talk about the process in a future time. So. Anybody else? Good motion.
Motion to approve. Move to approve SL 35 1819.
All right. Would anybody like to register an abstention? All right. So number of senators for. All right. So that's everybody. So fantastic. So with that, the motion passes. Congratulations. All right. So now let's swear you in. Coordinator of photography and video. Stacy. All right, so just come over here. Go do the oath of office. Repeat after me. Raise your right hand. All right. So, I do solemnly affirm.
I do solemnly affirm
That I will faithfully execute.
that I will faithfully execute
The office of Coordinator of Photography and Videography.
the office of Coordinator of Photography and Videography
Of the UMBC Student Government Association.
of the UMBC Student Government Association,
And will to the best of my ability
and will to the best of my ability
promote and defend the interests and well-being
promote and defend the interests and well-being
of UMBC's undergraduate students.
of UMBC's undergraduate students.
All right, congratulations. Now go see Candy. She's the
I love you.
All right, so now we have scheduled a break. Now we have a scheduled break. So it's 6:50. 7 minutes.
I've never had this much break.
It's because the first time I made it.
that makes it not until you're
Hi.
so
Why didn't you
while you're in the process of
No, I just heard students.